Hey, it's Whitney. I wanted to show you how to use this printable from my website to draw some circle trackers. So if you have a Protractor, it's super easy. If you don't, they're super cheap at like a dollar store, or even you can buy it on Amazon. But I am going to trace some circles and make a 24-hour tracker, and I'll show you how to read this thing. So it does have sections for 31 days if you want to make like a month circle tracker, a 24-hour if you want to track the hours in your day. It also has a 12 months if you want to do an entire year, 7 days, or 4 quarters. So I'll show you how to read it and we will draw a 24-hour tracker. Okay, so if you remember in grade school how to read a protractor, this should be pretty easy. I got a little set of fun circle tools from Amazon. It was super cheap. I think it was by these guys named Mr. Pen. But I am going to use just a regular protractor here, and I could use a compass, or I could use these even easier traceable stencils, which I'm going to use to make a big circle and a smaller circle. So really it doesn't matter how big or small your circles are. I am first going to find the center of my page. Also, these were quite cheap. I know they have them like at Hobby Lobby, but I did get these on Amazon as well, and I'll link everything if you guys are interested. So I am going to quickly just find this. You don't need the door hanger to do this, but of course I'm going to use it because I have it here. So I am just going to draw just a quick straight line through the middle here. And then this is the middle here. So just so I can find the center point of the page. Then the cool thing about these is that they line up. They give you where the center is. And that's why we did that line across, because this line lines up with it. If you do have a compass, don't even really need to worry about it. You do want to know where that center point is though, so you can put your compass back in that same spot. And then we'll do a smaller circle. And this is another cool thing about these guys, is they do have those little lines that you can line up with those pencil lines that we just drew. So we're going to look at we're going to do a 24-hour tracker. So I'm just going to make a little key that shows how I'm spending my hours. So 24 hours, I'm going to look at this column, and these numbers here are actually what numbers on my protractor that I'm going to look at. So it goes all the way up to 180. A circle is 360 degrees. So anytime you see one of these numbers, I'm just going to put a little notch there. So we're going to start at 0. If you look, since I don't have, this one does go past 180 to the 195 through 360. So then I'm going to, after the 180, we're going to actually flip it over. We can either flip our book or flip our protractor over and start again on these inverse numbers. So that should make all the little sections even. So we're going to do a 24-hour day. Again, I'm just going to line this up in the center. Some of these guys come with something like this that will help you draw your lines. We do want to line the 180, that little line up, or the 0, up with that line that we already drew. And this isn't attached, but this little guy's going to point at our 15, so that's where we're going to start. So I'm going to line this up and just put little spots with my pencil. Of course, I do want it at 180, right at the line. I know there's going to be one. And then I'm just going to follow the numbers down. So 30 will be the next one. You could also just grab a ruler or anything else with a straight edge and go from the center to those points on your protractor. You don't need that little device in the middle. Now I want to look at the inverse number. So since my compass doesn't go any higher than 180 degrees, actually we're going to turn it over and line it up. And you could turn your book over too if you'd rather. We want to make sure that center is right in the center. And we're just going to start again. So start at 15. So these are the same numbers actually that are up here. right, so now we do have our nice little notches there with our pencil. Now we can come in with a pen and a ruler. So I'm going to just use this protractor that I have already and make sure that each line that we just made is connecting to that center dot we put there. So that's really all you got to know. Just go through these. Okay, so if we did everything correctly, we should have 24 spots in there for the 24 hours in a day. So you can make this as big or as small as you want to. You can make as many layers of these circles as you want to. You probably want to do the circles before you do those lines. I am going to use each one of these as an hour in the day and kind of judge how productive the hour was. So I'm going to make a little key here at the bottom. Little tip is to go ahead and put everything that you want in the key first before doing your box, because you don't know how much room you'll take up and you want to kind of make it even. Use these little squares and make a little key on how I'm actually spending my time. Start out with 5 there, and we'll say work, eat, sleep, hobby, and then family. Then I can put my cool little box around it. And then a little key stamp. So I actually am thinking of just like a cool way to do this. I've never honestly done a circle tracker, so this is the first time I'm doing it too. But I'm thinking a cool way to do this, like this could be used as a daily. I am gonna try this. I'm gonna actually come back and show you how I fill this out. I'm gonna do this on my Monday, and then I'm gonna come back and show you exactly how it looks once it's finished, which I'm kind of excited because it's something completely new and different. So I hope that made sense. This is all I have now, but I'm gonna fill this out tomorrow, which is March 26th. So tomorrow I'm gonna fill it out and actually use it as my daily and see how it turns out. And I'm kind of excited because I just came up with this right now. So anyways, I will see you on Tuesday. All right, it is Tuesday, and I promised that I would show you guys how I filled up this circle tracker that I just made. This was on Sunday that I made this tracker. So yesterday was Monday. I worked most of the day, but I did just jot down everything I did kind of about the same times. So I'm going to now switch over and kind of hyperlapse through how I actually fill this circle tracker out, and hopefully at the end it'll look as cool as I think it will. All right. So I'm making a miniature circle inside that circle. So that's actually where I'll put the colors. And I am numbering around. These represent the hours in the day. So 12 a.m. is at the top, and then we got 12 noon at the bottom. And then I'm going to split each section up into different parts of my day. So that's actually the time I woke up was 4:30, so it's right in the middle of that 4. And then I make a line for 10:30 was when I went to sleep that night. So I made a distinct line there. Everything else is just a straight line. So I did make the separators all pretty for sleep and wake, but these are all just separate, distinct straight lines to split up different parts of my day. So this is at 12:30 is when I ate lunch. I did work most of the day, so it's not like super exciting. So I did add my commute in there. It's a 30-minute commute, 7 to 7:30, and then 6 o'clock to 6:30. This is the Tombow Funosuke. I think it's a dual tip pen, so it's got it gray on one side and then black on the other side. It's a brush pen, and I love it. I'm still in the middle of 80-day obsession, so that was last week when I did day 27. So now I'm just adding details about my day. It was the day after a live draw, so I do have my live newsletter that I wrote that morning. During that whole white space from 7:30 to 6, I was at work, so it's nothing too crazy to add. So I started just adding kind of some of the tasks that I did and also some of the things that I ate while I was there. Really just trying to fill in the whole page full of space. And so you'll see up to at the top, once I get to the sleep time, I actually fill that in with more to do. So once we get there, it's just another way to fill up the whole page because I wanted to make it all full and pretty for the full entire day. I did just make the latest inspiration gallery all about circle trackers. So I found a bunch of fun ones from Instagram, a bunch of completely different ones, and you can use this measurement guide if you want to from the site to make some circle trackers just like this. I know there's a lot also available on Etsy. There are some downloadable ones you can just download and print and use in your journal. So I think that's pretty cool, instead of if you do not want to draw every single thing out. I don't see myself doing this every single day, but it was just kind of fun to experiment because I hardly ever do dailies. I always do weekly spreads. So here I am using the colors. So I'm adding the colors as I go, and then I'm filling in the time slots during that day that I actually did those certain things. So sleep, of course, was that gray color. Hobby was when I worked on the blog or worked on the journal, and then family time in the evening, and then the rest of it, of course, is work. And I ended up adding that yellow color at the end just because that was things that didn't fall into that other category. And then I'm decorating a little bit with some rubber stamps. I love decorating the journal even though I don't do it all the time. They're just super easy to use and very, very cute icons, all different kinds, and I will see if I can find them and link them in the description if you're interested in those certain stamps. And then here is that extra space I was telling you about where I'm writing every other thing that I need to do, maybe for the rest of the week or in the future. It was kind of a little brain dump when I had the time. All right, I am all finished and I love how it turned out. I ended up adding this part up here because it was all blank and I wanted to put something, so I decided to put things I need to do, so like future things I need to add. Yeah, I just had to wake my little bulldog up because he was snoring and I'm trying to get him out of the video. So that really took about 40 minutes or so to complete, and of course I just hyperlapsed it for you guys, but I hope you like it. I did end up adding the yellow color for kind of like other things. You can see kind of on the key I don't have the yellow there, but I did put the yellow like right here for my commute, and right there and right here for that's just like the other category. So I hope to make some of these in the future because this turned out really cool looking and I hope you guys liked it. I guess I will see you guys later. Please subscribe if you like these kind of videos. Like the video, and I will see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.